Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Um, it's a great time. Happy weekend. How is your weekend going? We hope you're having a great time wherever you're joining us from. My name is Joy Wimu, and I manage the 3MTT community in Rivers State. And it'll be great to see where everyone is joining in from. If you're joining in from, whatever 3MTT community or, state you reside in, do well to drop that in the chat section. Let's know where everyone is joining in from. People from the FCT, from Lagos, Kanu, Enugu, Rivers. We want to see that in the chat section. I already see that there are some people on there who have been waiting for the live stream to start, and yay, we're live. I see Fatima. Fatima, good afternoon. Yes, joining in from Kaduna. We see you and thank you for joining. I hope to see other people. I'm seeing Jonah. Jonah is saying hello. Kennedy is saying from FCT. Hi, Rabiu from Zamfara. I see you all. Keep that going. Thank you all for joining this webinar on this very chill Saturday evening. I hope it's chill on your end. And today it's going to be a very, very interesting discussion. Yesterday we made a post, an announcement of the to announce the partnership between 3MTT and Compass AI. Now, yes, you might be wondering what that is about, and that's why we're having this, webinar, this session to give you more clarity, to give you the inside gist about what that partnership entails and what it means for you as a fellow, as an alumni of the 3MTT program. And of course, you would agree with me that as somebody in the tech industry, continuous learning is something that you cannot shy away from. You need to be able to keep up with the fast changing, technologies. You need to be able to engage yourself in project-based learning. You need to be able to build specialized skills. You need to be able to remain globally competitive in today's fast changing so sorry. I think my network got disconnected for a bit. Yes, but I'm back, and I was just saying that I should do well to stick around here until the end of today's discussion because it's going to be a very, very interesting one. And on that note, I'm going to be inviting our speaker from the Compass team to introduce himself and take us right into the session for today. Hello, David. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you very much, Joy. Glad to be here with the DMTT folks. Hi guys. I can't see where everyone's at, where they're joining in from.
Yeah, they're on the live stream on YouTube.
Oh, great, great. Please do share the link so I can, see that. I'm David, Bubble, call me Bubble for short. Um, the CEO at Compass AI. Allow me to share my screen as well. We're gonna get started real soon. Confirm what you can see on my screen. If my screen is being delivered. Joy,
Yes,
let me
it
see my
is.
screen. All right. Good evening to the folks. Um, here, David Bobola. How yours a chilled evening in Nigeria, same here in Singapore. But we're a Nigerian company. We are definitely solving the upskilling problem on the globe. Yeah, pretty much. I think we can start from here. As I said earlier, just give me a minute. We are, oh, all right. I'm here tuning in so I could see people and where they're streaming from. I know about you, Buja Katsina. Interesting. Love, love, love this. All right. I can just do it again and restart. Jar, we're good?
Yeah, yeah, sure, we can continue.
All right. Thank you. So we're Compass AI, happens to be the team at Compass AI as chief executive. Been here for like 2 years. Upskilling people for the future of work. In 2024, by the World Summit Awards, we were nominated and granted the most innovative learning platform from Nigeria. We were the winners of the Pitch Fest in 2024, as well as one of the winners of the Data AI Melon pitch competition as well. So we've been around, for a while. And as well, we've been doing a couple of things with the government, and we're pretty much happy to start showing it one after the other, right? So this is a very chill conversation. What I like to say in simple terms that we do at Compass AI is that we're allowing you, making sure. Okay, before I even say that, can I get like can I get a show of hands or something if you're scared AI is after your jobs? Anybody here? Are you scared AI is gonna come for your job? I mean, get Joy. Joy, you think AI is coming for your job?
I mean, I don't think so, but that's it.
Oh, great. Amazing.
I'm pretty
Yeah, Joy doesn't
confident.
think AI. Yeah, Joy doesn't think AI is coming for a job. Interesting. Interesting. I'm checking the comments. Anybody? Do you think AI is coming for your job? Come on, anybody here? Anybody? I think it's lagging. Well, I mean, a lot of people, I'm going to tell you about 71% of people, professionals across 31 countries in the world are actually scared that AI is coming for their jobs, right? They're actually scared. Now, but on the flip side, there is another important data from McKinsey and Company that says, Ibrahim says not at all. Interesting. I'm really keen to know. Akambi says no. Interesting. I'm really keen to know what you do, right? And McKinsey reports that about 87% of companies globally currently have what we call skills gap, right? They currently have skills gap. But what skills gap? Skills gap is when a company needs a talent to have some particular skills, but they do not have those skills. So the company is struggling or losing out of things because of skills gap. So let's go straight into the conversation, but let's just have that at the back of our mind about how AI is revolutionizing jobs and why, as a country, as a continent, we need to be prepared for those jobs. And that's what we're doing at Compass AI. We are here preparing everybody for the future of work. The future of work in the next couple of years will be exactly different from what it was a couple years back or even now. Trust me, there are a lot of things I do now that I wasn't doing a couple of years ago. So I'm hearing some things says I'm confident and how will blend quite well as far as my job is concerned. So no, Kennedy, I hear you. Amazing. I love that. Um, I have AI can only take the jobs of those that are not ready to learn AI. I love that. I see that I'm talking to a very, very, very vast audience that really understands. So this is going to be very easy for me. I think I love that. So let's go on to the next slide. So just back what I've been saying so far, pretty much that every day about 44,000 people around the world, they actually acquire new skills, right? That's and they actually satisfied for work. 44,000 people around the globe acquire new skills pretty much every day. It's interesting. On the flip side, nearly 3 in 5 companies they actually report that there are negative effects of lack of skills of tech talent. So look at this. So we are learning, right? Every day, 44,000 people on the internet, they're learning something new every day, every day. But companies are coming and saying that about 3 in 5 companies are saying that there are negative effects. These people don't have the skill. So what is really going on? People are learning, but companies are, complaining. They're like, there is the money on the table, right? There is this on the table, but where are people? They can't find them. They can't find people with those skills. So what is really happening? That's the conversation I want us to to Troy, what do you think is currently happening? Every day, 44,000 people globally are upskilling, they're learning something new. But companies are still complaining, what's up? What's going on? Who has some insights for me in the comment session? Sorry, in the live chat. Anybody wants to help me out here? Anybody? What do you think is going on? Me? I'll move ahead and you make me. All right. So why do we think we have this imbalance, right? First, we have a couple of questions. Is it that AI is taking people's jobs? Is it that companies don't want to hire the right people? Is it that there is not enough tech talent? Or is it that only tech experts can get those jobs now? Or is it that AI is making human creativity useless? That means, I mean, is that the problem? Or there is no money in tech? Or companies don't want to hire. So which what is it actually, right? I mean, it's a conversation, but there's a bit of lag where I am to where you are. So I'm just like waiting for you to catch up. But yeah, so this I mean, these are questions that we need to ask ourselves so that why are we having this imbalance, right? Is the AI taking our jobs or is actually AI making us as a very popular person is saying stupid? That means less creative or making our creativity useless. I really want to hear from what we think. But as a company, we've spoken to thousands and thousands of people, and we believe that the real problem is not AI. We believe the real problem is the huge skills gap, right? That's what we believe. Is the huge skills gap. We see that the skill is really huge, right? Created by our data learning systems that can keep up with how fast today's skills are evolving, right? And that is what we believe. So we believe AI, as I like to say, Aruma Ibrahim is a friend of mine. His initials is AI. So Aruma Ibrahim, I joke about a lot, right? So AI, which means artificial intelligence, is not the problem. We believe the problem is actually the huge skills gap created by these outdated learning systems. And what are these outdated learning systems? I don't want to call names, but you know them. You're sitting down to watch courses. I mean, how many people really complete courses, right? So this is actually what has actually caused the skills gap that we've been able to pretty much identify. Before I go on to how we're solving this problem, because I mean that's the gist of the story. How are we solving this problem? It is a big problem, right? Again, as I said, 87% of of companies globally. That is a very huge number. So I'm going to tell you a bit of story around this number is that I mean 2020, McKinsey did a report and they said, oh, about 42% of companies globally right now have skills gap. They said that in 2020 around the COVID time. And they predicted that it's going to almost double by in the next 5 years, which was 2025. And they gave particular signals that oh people would start getting chased off with jobs and off of the jobs and all of that. And I can tell you categorically that in 2025 now, we have 87%. So one of the leading human resource companies and consulting firms in the world tells us we're going to have skills gap in 5 years, and it happens. So that means, I mean, that tells you that we need to pay attention to this particular matter. So the reason you might have not gotten that job yet is because you have skills gap. What is skills gap is that you don't have the required to you're certified in a career path, but the world of skills are changing. So technologies are changing really, 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 really fast. But you're not moving as fast as how those technologies are changing. For example, at our company, there are some what's the word? There are some companies, there's some technologies we're using few months ago. We're not using that technology again today. Now, when we want to hire, we're not looking to hire people that have the technologies we're using in the past. We won't hire that. That's not logical as a company. We have to hire people that have the new skills or that have the skills for the new technologies that we have on the internet today. So that is the contrast, right? Is skills are evolving really, 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 really fast, right? But we are still learning things that people were using 4 years ago, 2 years ago, not for everybody, but from people we've spoken to across the world. We have users from the US, from the UK, Nigeria, our biggest supporters or users from everywhere, right? They say this thing is, oh, when I go for a job, they tell me I don't have the skills, but the technology just came out last week. So how am I meant to learn that? But companies really do not care too much about that. They just want you to have the skills required because they want to pay you, right? And that is what we've noticed is the problem. There is a huge skills gap. You can see the huge. There was a trend, I think, last year about this huge thing. So I told my boys, like, when we're designing our decks, let's have the huge. So you can see the huge, let me zoom in so you can see how huge it is. The huge is huge, right? So it's a huge skills gap. Trust me, it is all over the place. It's not just you. It's not just us. It's not just Nigerians. It's not just Africans. Everywhere, right? I still had a conversation with some people in the government here in Singapore a few days ago, and they were saying the same thing, right? They were talking about, oh, the skills gap are like huge. They need to do something. They're doing trainings every now and then because of how big this problem is. And the problem, the most painful thing about this is that people do not know, right? You apply for 100 jobs, 200 jobs, right? But you do not know that you have skills gap, right? Because they're not giving you personalized, recommendation of, oh, this is why we didn't give you the job and all of that. So people are actually really struggling with that. Sorry, give me a minute. Yeah, so people are actually really struggling with that. And that is the problem Compass AI is there to do for you, right? So we don't want you to go learn another course, another video or something. We're like, how can we be friends to people? How can we be your co-pilot, right? How can we be your guide? How can we be your compass? And that is why we created Compass AI. Right. I mean, if you have questions for me, we're gonna, just like drop it in the chat. I think the people collecting them and we have a great time answering the questions. And that is why we Compass here, right? And we call it something. We call it the co-pilot for vibe scaling. So how many of us here maybe vibe code? I wish I could get this feedback early. Let me know if you vibe code and tell me your favorite vibe coding tool, right? I think I'd like to know. I definitely like to know. So people actually do something we call vibe coding, which means that while you're writing codes, right, or while you're writing codes, there is an AI beside you, right, that could actually upskill you. That means, oh, sorry, that could actually help you write code. Sorry, I'm jumping. Sorry. Yeah, that can actually help you write code. So you're writing codes now. The AI can suggest the next line of code to write. So the AI is not replacing you. The AI is amplifying you. Thank you, Akambi. Akambi uses a Replit. Amazing tool. I've tried Replit as well. So that's what we call vibe coding. You're writing codes with AI, right? Or you want to build a new website, you're telling the AI, oh, go build this and all of that. It's all called vibe coding. Now, have you imagined what it's going to look like if you are vibe skilling? Well, I mean, what about that? I mean, in the age of AI right now, we're all vibing, right? We're vibe this, we're vibe that, we're vibe coding. So what if instead of AI, trying to replace you or and all of that, but like what if you can now do what we call vibe skilling? That means while you're working, the AI is skilling you up. Vibe coding, vibe skilling. How does this work, right? What you have to do is you connect your tools, you identify the skills gap, and you get personalized guidance on what to learn next, right? And how will this help you? This would help you land a job, fit the current job that you have, and also evolve in your skills. So we are the pioneers of what we call vibe skilling and made in Nigeria, literally made in Nigeria. We should be proud of that, right? We are out here and people are loving the product. They say like, oh yeah, amazing. I love this vibe skilling and all of that, right? But we want to give Nigerians the very, 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 very first taste of this, right? Get your feedback and, help you land those dream jobs. And how does this work? Right? We have technologies that we've built. I'm not going to bore you out with a couple of things. Tech and infrastructure is quite boring, so I'm not going to bore you out with that. I'm just going to talk about a few things that we're doing differently, right? So, which is first is SVIM. What is SVIM? It's something we call the Skill Vector Intelligence Model. Scrap that. What this does is it connects to your tools, right? So let's say you're a designer, you have Figma, or you're a developer, you have VS Code, or you're a product manager, use Notion, or I mean, you work in a team, use Slack. What this tool will do for you is it will connect to your tools while you're working. And before you even work, it would read up all your data. That means it's going to look for your code now. Let's say you're a developer. It's going to look into your code since when you started coding 10 years, 20 years ago, understand everything you know, and help you identify your skills gap, right? So it's going to help you know, okay, you have some strength here, you have some strength here, and help you see the holistic view in it, and let you know, oh, this is where you have some problems and all of that, right? Then after it does that in real time, it will help you upskill. But let's not go ahead of ourselves. So that's our very first model, the SVIM model. The focus of this model, and we build it, it's proprietary to us, right? We build it off from the ground up, just as you have like the chat GPT and all of that. This SVIM model is for our use case, right? And what this would do is understand everything you know. So if you want to know if you know something, you can ask this AI. It's gonna know it more than it's gonna know what you know more than you know. Oh, does that make sense? I don't know. Right? That's the very first one, the SVIM model. The second one, right? Sorry, I need to turn something else here. I need the aces working. Cool. Yeah, thank you. So the second one is a learning aggregator. Some people, even you might have known this one already, it's quite, coming up popular. It's called AGT. So we built this second model called AGT. It is a learning aggregator. So AGT, what it does for you is, remember when you want to learn that thing and you had problems, you had problem looking for the right course to learn, right? Or to buy, or you didn't have money to buy a course, or the course you bought after 1 hour you didn't like it, right? You just didn't like it, right? You had many problems, or when you went to YouTube, you watched 13 Indian videos and you got tired, right? I mean, you might have gone through or had what's the word? Such encounters, right? Or had such encounters. What we did to solve this problem is something we call AGT. You just tell it what you want to learn, and AGT would go into the internet to help you find all the relevant materials you want to learn and then put it together in a learning path. That means you don't need to worry about, oh, what course should I buy? I'm going to show you AGT in a bit, but let me just, leave it there. We have AGT. What does AGT do? It will actually, go into the internet. You say you want to learn data science. It's just going to go into the internet by itself and help you align everything together as a learning path. I'm going to show you a sneak peek of AGT. In fact, let me do that now. I don't know if that's what's showing on my screen now. Maybe. Joy, please can you confirm what you can see?
Yeah, we can see your screen, the Compass learning platform.
All right, amazing. So we have this product. It's not what I mean. We're going to talk about this in a bit, but like with AGT here, just say, "Oh, I want to learn. I want to learn." Say, I mean, you can see we've learned a lot of things there. Jerry, give me something to learn.
I want
What
to
should I
learn
learn?
community management.
Community management, right? Say community management and give it context that I am very new to tech. Say anything. Tell it your family, tell it everything you want to say. Say it here, right? Then you can now say that, okay, I'm a beginner, yes. Videos, articles, yes. Quiz, yes. And say, oh, I want many hours, right? I want maybe 30 hours or 50 hours, or just say you want 5 hours. And then you send this to the AI. What the AI would do is it takes time, so I'm just going to move ahead. So what the AI would do is go onto the internet and find all the relevant resources that you need to be able to learn community management. So you can see here the AI starts streaming, right? Even way better than ChatGPT. I'm telling you, take it from me. You can test it out, right? So this will take time. You're going to go into the internet, find all the relevant resources. But let me show you example of learning paths that we have from the past. You can see here in product design, I said on this learn product design, it gives you a learning path, right? A learning full part. So you can see here, let's try business analysis. What else? What else? Okay, yeah. Let me go to product design. So look at something now is um this person said they wanted to learn product design, but because the AI and the person said they were actually a beginner, the AI understands that before you can actually do well in product design, you need to learn graphics design. And automatically you can see here how personalized it is. The AI got a model or learning materials for graphic design before the learner would actually start doing product design. You can see here, go to graphic design first because they said they had no what's the word no experience with design whatsoever. I mean, I remember putting it in, but what the AI did first was to give the person graphics design before they go to product design. That is how personalized this is, right? No other platform on the internet today would do this for you. Take it from me. Right. So yeah, let's go back to what we're doing. So that is AGT, and we're also going to be giving you access to AGT for free. Don't worry, that's why we're partnering with 3MTT. Kudos to the team for that. And the another feature that we have is the job matching feature, where when you want to apply for a job, the AI helps you understand the skills that you have and the skills that you do not have, right? And helps you only apply to jobs that you have the skills for. So when you look at this, you can see here, so when you look at this, you can see here that while you're applying for a job, the AI automatically understands the requirements for the job and knows the skills that you have, and then tells you, oh, you have 75% compatibility score. Apply. If you have anything like 50, it's going to tell you don't stress yourself because you're not compatible with this job. And that is what our technology does as well. It does job screenings and matching. So we have all the tools stack to make you achieve your career goals, from learning, understanding your skills, and helping you land your job. And that is why this initiative is very much important to work with the 3M, or that's why this initiative is very much important for Nigerians, and we're doing it with the 3MTT. So let's do something quickly before we go on to sign whatever. I'm going to show you what vibe scaling looks like. I'm going to be open with you guys. This is the very first time we're doing a live demo of the vibe scaling product, right? We have a number of people that have tested privately, companies and investors have seen it, they love it, right? So let's look at what vibe scaling is gonna look like. So first, this is what your dashboard will look like. So this is Esther Collins, right? She's a product manager in Murphy Tech Innovations, right? What this AI is doing here is that Esther has connected our GitHub, our Slack, our Notion, right? Our GitHub, you can see here, we saw about 100 repositories, right? Esther has connected our GitHub, our Slack, our Notion. We can see pages in Notion, our Trello, our Google Charts. And then what the AI has done is go into all those tools to actually understand what does Esther know and what does she not know, right? So the AI now currently understands everything about Esther. So the AI says, oh, Esther, your career index is about 6.4. She's pretty chill, considering where Esther is playing. So Esther knows, oh, I'm 6.4. I have, what's the math? Maybe 3.6 more to go in career index, right? And Esther says, why do I have 6.4? Then our SVI model tells Esther that you are 88% in product management, 24 in documentation, 77 in research, tells Esther all these things, right? But Esther wants to see it more and say, okay, I mean, even with all of this, how do I know if I'm job ready? And then we tell Esther that look at this map. So this map actually helps you understand where you are. So your skills fair, your knowledge, your experience, your application, your tools, your adaptability, and all of that. So it does a skills fair for you. So they said these are the 8 cardinals that any employer, any hiring manager looks at you from. That how much knowledge do you have? How much influence can you create on the team? Are you employable? What are your methods of working, right? Or how fast can you learn something new? How many tools do you know? And can you actually apply these skills in real life and under pressure, right? Our AI pretty much goes into your tool. It sees all what you've done in the past years, understand that, and lets you know in real time. Is that not wonderful? And now the interesting thing here, you can see here you have global ranking, top 6%. You can go on and brag that, okay, I'm a top 6% person in product management in this path and all of that. But interestingly, let's look at the observations. So it does something we call a SWOT analytics for you, right? Strengths, weaknesses, and all of that. So you can see Esther here. It says Esther has like 10 strengths, right? Gives Esther more information about the strength that, oh, you're an expert in strategic product roadmap, you have strong user research and discovery, blah blah blah, you're proficient in data driven product design, all those English, right? It does that, but also tells Esther weaknesses, tells her the opportunities for improvement, and most importantly, what are those things that are not good for you, Esther. So you can see here the very first thing that it says, Esther, you have very poor product requirement document skill. That means you don't know how to write something we call PRD. So you can see it says you have you lack proficiency in the creating blah 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 blah. But Esther did not even know this. This might have been what was actually preventing Esther from landing a job, and she does not know this. If Esther says, "Oh no, this AI is wrong," she could just resolve and tell the AI, "No, you don't know what you're talking about." But most times, Esther actually knows she doesn't know PRD, right? So what Esther would do will click on learn, right? And what was going to happen? Something interesting would happen. When you click on learn, the AI would take Esther our into our work software, right? And actually show her what she's actually missing. Should we try that? So I click on learn. I don't know if you can see my screen. It is moved to the next one, right? Oh shit. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Not this one. This is the wrong document that I have opened up. Where is it? I have the wrong document opened up. Give me a minute. Where's this AGT? Close this. The document opened up. So that would tamper with this. Let me try again. Let me just find a document. Give me a minute. Document tab, GDM, Smart Mail. Turn this up. Yeah. So the issue is that I have that document opened up on my other tab, so it interfered, right? Full screen. Yeah. So when I do this, let me try this one more time. When my stuff is not opened up, see the magic happen. Yeah, get it. Right. I think we're good. Yes. So you can see here by the right that we have a Chrome extension opened up, right? And see what happened here as well. We have this Chrome extension opened up. It says, and these are guides, these are recommendations of what you can learn, in real time. It says creating efficient PRDs, understanding customer data, adopt prioritization frameworks. These are the issues that Esther have. If we go into here, right, we're going to see, no, here, sorry, we're going to see that these are like, what's the word? Recommended, or these are the issues that the AI has recognized that Esther has, right? And when you come here in real time, the AI will help you with that. But most importantly, you can see here that on this pop-up, the AI actually identified the exact part on your slide, which is target users, and tells you that your user research is missing. And it tells you, let's learn how to define personas and validate target audience. That means Esther doesn't know how to do this. I mean, look at it. For target users, Esther said, everyone who eat food. I wish the product managers on the call that could tell me if this makes sense or not, right? So it says everyone eat food, especially people who want to get LV fast. So this is not a very good, user research report. And then this AI identifies it and takes Esther directly to the document where she made that problem or where she made that error and is trying to tell Esther what to do well. And then Esther just has to click on this will be closed, and Esther has to open this up and click on learn, right? And what happens by the side, I hope you can see my screen by the side here. What's going to happen, you can see the AI starts generating a very mini micro tutorial. So you don't need to go and be, looking for a course to learn how do I do user research and all of that, right? You see here that by default, the AI helps Esther create a mini tutorial while she's still working. This is at work. This is where she's working. This is the AI tool. Helps her actually identify a skills gap and help her upskill. If Esther wants to watch videos, she can just come here to the library and see all the videos she needs to watch. Just learn with the AI. Interestingly, just click on start learning, and then the AI start. You can hear it, but like the AI will be talking and they're like, reading it through, telling Esther what she needs to do, literally while you're working. So as I'm working here, saying, writing, or let me say, um, here with I'm very bad at typing, don't mind me. 3MTT folks, right? I'm working and the AI is teaching me, it's telling me action, list three distinct groups of people. I come here and say groups of people. So this is what vibe scaling looks like, right? You're learning, right? You're learning, and also you're working and you're learning, pretty much. You're working and you're learning. So you don't need to look for 10 hours course or whatever. And let's look at this. So let me click on this. So while you are working on learning and you want to watch a video, you just come here and see what happened. The AI literally would bring you to the exact place you need to learn. So it's not taking you to a 10 hours video, right? It's taking you to the exact path where they're actually talking about creating a user persona, right? Creating a user persona. You can see that it's taking you to the exact part. So that's what did it was the AGT model. So the AGT model will take you to the exact part because it is very, very, very smart in looking for the best thing. Somebody saying, what app is it using? This is Compass AI, right? And this is a new product we're showing you here. This is Compass AI. Right. So yeah, I'm going to talk more about that. You missed the sweet part. I'm going to come back to talk about much, what we do in a bit because of our time. So you can see here, I was learning and I saw a video and I clicked on it. And while I'm working, I can watch the video and I saw what is working and I go back to my work. Is that not cool? Right. So we are pretty much pioneering what we call vibe scaling. You're working and you're learning. no need to ever buy a course. Okay, so let me tell you guys a story, right? A couple of months ago, when we built this model, we sent it some people, some researchers, and some people from everywhere to like try it out. And they said that most of the feedback we got was that if this product is out, I would never buy a course again in my life. And that's what we heard. Literally, they said, I will never. So I want to hear in the comment if you think you never buy a course again in your life if you have this tool. Because I mean, it's connected to your workflow. While you're working, it knows what you need to learn and just like prompts it for you, and then you learn while you're working. So would you still buy a course in your life? I mean, we have to understand what we're saying is upskilling, right? That means you already have some skills and you want to upskill, right? We're still going to improve the models to make you learn some things from the ground up. You can just go to AGT, which is this one, and learn anything from the ground up. But if you want to learn while you're working, we expect you to have a level, a level of experience in the technology, and then the AI would help you, upskill. And if not, just come here and pretty much use Compass to upskill. Akambi says I'll never buy a course again. Yes, that's the vibe, right? So we're vibe skilling here. And this is what we want to work with you guys on. That's our time. We're going to move really fast. That's it. A couple of things we can show you on how using this extension, right? Of how using this extension, what's the word? Of how using this extension, you could sorry, getting inside. So I'll use the extension. While you're applying for a job, the AI tells you, oh, don't apply to this one. They won't pick you. It's gonna tell you, don't apply to this job. They won't pick you or this or that. And because it knows that you do not have the skills for those jobs. But for the ones that you have the skills for, it will tell you. It said, is this AI free? Um, yeah, it is because you're a 3MTT alumni. It's gonna be free for you when you join us. So I'm gonna get to that. People actually, for example, when you go to AGT right now, you can actually. I love that nobody's buying courses again. Yes, I love that. We're gonna do something on social media really soon, right? We're gonna let people know about what's coming real soon. So yes, so it is free. About you can use about 5 hours of learning without paying for it. But you don't need to worry about that because you're with 3MTT and we got you covered. And that's why we're here. So just because of our time, I'm just gonna move on real fast. And from here, you've seen what we can do for you. We're inviting you to join something we call the Compass AI Career Fellowship. So, and we're giving you up to $1,000 in benefits from all of our technologies. Right. What we're going to help you do is help you identify your skills gap. Upskill while you're learning or while you're working, rather, and then help you land your dream job, right? That's what we're trying to do here. And that's if you're going to pay for that, you pay about $1,000. So right now, scan this code, fill up the form to join the Compass Air Career Fellowship. It's together with the 3MTT, initiative. I mean, we've been a very big supporter of the initiative from a couple of months ago. More announcement would come on that, by the guys at the top, right? I'm not at liberty to say yet, but it's just, I mean, this is the beginning of our partnerships together to do a lot more. But yeah, so go ahead to like scan the code right now to join this Compass Fellowship, right? It's for the alumni. In this fellowship, you have an hand-on-hand support with us. We teach you how to use our technologies, give it for you for free. All you have to do is use it, give us feedback, share it with your friends and all of that. But right now, I mean, if you pretty much love what you see, go on Twitter, tag 3MTT and Compass AI, tell them what you just saw, right? Vibe scaling, tag me on Twitter. I'm D Bobola on Twitter. D Bobola on Twitter. Compass AI, tag 3MTT Nigeria, tag Nida, tag everybody you can tell, you can tag pretty much, right? So let us upskill. Let us have you want to get a job in Microsoft, in whatever. The AI literally helps you know this is the level of skills you need to have to get a job at Microsoft, right? So you just stop applying blindly. Sometimes it's not village people, I promise you. I promise you, it's not village people. Sometimes you do not just have the skills required for that particular job. So go on right now to scan the code, to join the career fellowship, and I will see you inside. Right. So we have lots and lots of benefits for you, up to 1,000. Share this with you with only the alumni, please. It is specifically for you, specifically for the 3MTT alumni in a community. So share with people amongst your community. I'm not your community, but I should be very soon. Tell them your community about vibe skilling and why they should join this career fellowship. We want to work with thousands of, want to work with what thousands of alumni community from the Nigerian place. Again, we're Nigerians, building this for all over the place. We've gone all over the country and I'm sorry, all over the world, and we're still pretty much building for Nigerians. That's why we're here with the 3MTT initiative. I think Joy might be time to like take questions, but yeah, everybody please go ahead to scan the code, join the Career Fellowship. I'm telling you for a fact, this is where you land your dream job, right? We have everything you need to that. So thank you very much for having us talk here about the future of vibe scaling. Joy, over to you. I'm going to leave this
Oh
up
yeah,
here.
yeah. Thank you so much, David. That has been very, very enlightening so far, hearing you speak about just all the possibilities that our fellows, our
Okay,
alumni can
sorry,
achieve with
Joy.
what's that?
Joy, sorry. I think they're complaining that the code is not working. The code, I think I have my team in the background. Please confirm, or let's just share the link. Can we do that, please? Can we share the link right now? I think my team in the background. Please do that ASAP.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. Then the link will be shared in the chat section on YouTube. But I think I scanned it myself and it's worked, so I'm not sure why.
Okay.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah. So while that is being shared, thank you so much, David, for sharing all that you did. And to everyone listening, if you do have a question about what's about basically what David has said about Compass AI, what you could do with it, please feel free to drop that in the chat section. I can see that, from our attendees so far, people are pretty excited about the what's to come, or that you can use the Compass AI and the platform to do, and how you can basically help them upskill. So thank you once again. While we're waiting for questions, if any, looking ahead, looking into the future, what are the next steps, right? How do, so as a fellow who has listen to you, they are pretty interested in getting started ASAP. What's next for them? So they fill out this form. Will they fill out this form, will they be hearing back in the next couple of days, or do they go on to sign up on their own on the Compass platform, or what's next steps looking like?
All right. So next step is pretty simple. Let's get the link in. I think you are complaining. Debola, are you there? Please confirm you can hear me. Let's get the link in ASAP. Yeah, next step pretty much is you scan the code, you fill a form, and then you get a link, right? You get a link directly to a Telegram group, right? So this is a very private group, that you can have access to without you filling up the form. So in this Telegram group is where we're going to be doing all of that. The very first thing that would happen is that we're going to give you access to AGT, and then you use AGT. That means the one where you can use it to literally learn anything. And then after AGT, we now start giving you access to the skills auditing platform. And we give for free, right? For free, you don't have to pay for it. The government, we're in partnership with the government, right? So you'd have to pay for it. We give it to you for free. This is the post-learning support, right? So after you use AGT, the next thing is we now start giving you access. But the thing is, we're only here to work with very serious people. So when we give you AGT and then we monitor your learning behavior, and it's not good enough, you would actually not be accepted into the program at the end of the day. Because we're only looking to select with only people that are obsessed with upskilling. That means you want to be the very best version of yourself, right? You want to upskill in real time, right? That's the people who are going to give access to the skill because it is expensive, it's AI. So we only want to give it to people that are ready for it. So that's why first procedure is using AGT. We understand what you want to learn. We understand your career path. We understand if you're a good fit, and then now give you access to the other things that's worth over $1,000 for free. Again, thanks to the government for that, for making that happening. So yes, pretty much. And so the way it's gonna work is it works for a couple of weeks, right? Very simple. Couple of weeks. After you use AGT, you do skills auditing. Then the next thing that would happen, right? Then the next thing that would actually happen would be we now help you use the AI to help you find jobs. So once we know the skills that you have, then we can now help you deploy the AI where as you're searching for jobs, the AI is on the background helping you look, okay, apply for this one, don't apply for this one, apply for this one, don't apply for this one. And before you know it, you get a job. Right. And that's what we've tested it across, other verticals. We see people using it, it's in the early stages again. And that's why we're bringing it to you. Right. So, yes, pretty much that's what it looks like for the Compass AI Career Fellowship. And we're there along the way. Another interesting technology, by the way, is we built an AI model that could also help you identify the best career path for you. Some people, you're learning career path that doesn't fit you. So you don't like numbers and you're writing codes, you're joking, right? So the lot, there are personality traits and abilities that are actually tied to the career path that you choose, right? So what we're also going to be doing is if you want to reimagine your career path, if you want to maybe try another career path, we have an AI that would actually be able to, you can chat with the AI, say, oh, I have this skill. My hobbies are I like to sing, I like to dance. My best subject is this is that, this is that. The AI would be able to now recommend, oh, don't do this career path, do this one instead because this is the best one for you. Right. So we also have that model as well. So again, is if you just want to like make it in life, I'm gonna hand you there. Just join the fellowship, pretty much. You have everything you need, basically, in the fellowship. Give mute a joy.
Thank you so much for drawing my attention. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. I believe you've already touched on that. However, I see someone asking, how can a software developer be able to use Compass AI? I believe that's something you've touched on, or do you still want to reiterate?
No, just for clarity, the way a software developer could use it, the new product that we have is you connect your GitHub to it, right? And then the AI understands all your code base, right? Understands what you know, what you don't know. So, and then it can actually show you, it's going to show you like all of that. Okay, for Python, this is what you know in Python, for JavaScript and all of that. But then while you're writing codes, the AI would also be listening to what you're doing. And then let's say it now gets to a point where the AI actually knows that you don't know these things. And then the AI just like comes and says, boom, you don't know these things, this is how to do it. So it is like while you're working, it is while you're coding, it's not the AI suggesting, instead of using cursor and that helps you write the code, you can actually use an AI that literally tells you what you need to do. And that way you don't have the problem again. So it's a tool that could actually like, help you be productive while you're learning. So productivity meets learning. So that's how you're going to use it as a developer. You can also use it to like get jobs, learn anything new really that you want to learn while it's embedded within your workflow. Again, you don't need to go and buy a course that you never finish. We both know you will not finish that course, right? So why spend money on it? Just go upskill and vibe skill with Compass AI pretty much.
Okay, thank you so much, David, for clearing that up. And just to put it out for anyone who's still having trouble scanning the link, I think we'll find a way to get it across to the alumni community, either via emails or sharing it across the communities through the various community managers. So if you're unable to scan the code, no worries at all. We will get that to you as soon as possible. So I think it's been a great conversation so far, learning about all the possibilities of Compass AI. I mean, sitting right here, even listening to you, David, I am still super fascinated, even though I've heard I know like the possibilities of Compass already. So it's been interesting, and so to all our fellows, this is a very, very, very great one. It is, I mean, the 3MTT is always looking out for opportunities to ensure that Nigerians, fellows in the program are constantly upskilled, constantly improving themselves, even beyond the 3MTT program, and it is evidenced through this partnership. So I think if there are no other questions, it will be safe to draw the curtain here. Yes, like I mentioned, I see some people asking for the link. Would find if you're unable to scan, all you have to do, you can take a screenshot, and afterwards you can, because some people are saying they can't scan because they're using it to like stream the webinar. So you can take a screenshot, and afterwards you can scan it, right? Or we're going to send the link across to you. No worries at all if you cannot do that right now. Thank you so much, David. I don't know if you have any final words that you want to say or
Yeah.
put out before we call it wraps.
Yeah, absolutely. I see everybody's really pumped with Vibe Skill. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's Vibe Skill, right? So, absolutely, right. So, one thing I want us to do is, I mean, let's give visibility to this, right? So, go on Twitter. There is Compass AI. Follow us on Compass on Twitter, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. But on Twitter right now, find me. I'm at D Bobola. That's DBOBOLA. D Bobola Compass AI, right? Joy, are you saying something? Okay, so go on social media, talk about what we're doing. Let people know about what 3M Tita and Compasset are doing. Do that right now. Tell people you never have to buy a course again. Why did they, and if they ask you why, tell them because you're on the Vibe skill, right? With Compass AI, and we're making that happen. So yes, let's get the word out there. And you're literally gonna be the very first people to have the best day. So check us on Twitter, on LinkedIn, follow us for more stuff. But yeah, join the Kara Fellowship most importantly, and let's get it started. Pretty much, yes, absolutely. And thank you, 3MTT, for the platform, and let's do some great work together.
Thank you so much. Thank you, David. Thank you to everyone who has been listening so far. It has been such an engaging, enlightening conversation. Of course, that's how it is on our 3MTT webinars. And of course, we're going to keep you updated on upcoming events, upcoming partnership, and of course, with the how things progress with Compass, we're going to let you know, share the links with you, and share further steps on how you can fully adopt Compass in upskilling and just improving yourself in various ways. So I hope we all enjoy the rest of our weekend, because at this point we have come to a close. We have come to the close of this webinar. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining, and have a very good evening. Bye, everyone.
Bye, George.